Hey guys, what is up? It is Skullflag44 here, bringing another Modern Warfare 3 commentary. This time it's a pretty serious topic relating to confirmation. You guys might have seen my previous videos about confirmation, what we've been talking about and stuff. And this week we had to turn in our statement of faith, what we kind of believed in. And I decided that I wasn't really sure what I believed. I felt like I didn't get enough information from the class, and I did not want to be confirmed into the church. So it was kind of, pretty big deal deciding that, I honestly really wanted to be confirmed, but I felt like, whether it was like a message from God or whatnot, I just couldn't do it, just because I didn't really like, I didn't really like the people there. There were a few people that were cool. They're all like nice people. I just didn't really find myself associating with them, and I didn't really, feel like good relationships were building. And I don't know. I don't really know what it was, but I just couldn't do it, and I didn't feel like it was right for me. And I'm, glad I made that decision. But yeah, so I'm, still kind of processing, still trying to find out. I feel like I still have a good relationship with God. I definitely believe in God, and definitely am Christian and, Protestant and whatnot. I just trying to find out what I really believe in, and I came into it knowing all this stuff. I feel like the confirmation class didn't really teach me much, and I wanted to find out what what being Presbyterian was all about, since that was what that's the church I go to, whatever. And it didn't really tell me that, so I didn't know why I should join the Presbyterian church instead of like a Lutheran church. And that really was never explained to me, and I didn't want to be confirmed into something that I didn't have. I knew I wouldn't have all the answers, but I didn't have enough information at all. And a lot of people there, they weren't smart, as expected. There's really, I don't know, a lot of people are pretty stupid, honestly, and these people, I didn't really, associate with them all that well, and I don't know, I didn't really feel like they actually had, a wholehearted connection with God. They were just kind of, saying this stuff to belong. They didn't actually believe what they're saying. They're just kind of saying it to say it, because they wanted it, but they didn't really have it, that connection with God. And so yeah, and I don't know, the way they kind of formatted it, I was kind of angry at how they formatted it. I didn't like it at all, because they made it so they're like, you can choose whatever you want, you don't have to get confirmed, but at the end of the day, they never explained the stuff, I didn't feel like. And so you weren't really left with an option. I felt like you kind of had to get confirmed, and at the end of the day I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I don't know, I just didn't like the way it pointed out. I feel like I have I'm more Christian, I'm closer to God than a lot of, or definitely most of the people in the confirmation class. But I don't know, I really wanted to get confirmed, but I just couldn't do it. I was hoping they would provide more information. It just didn't happen, I guess. I don't know. It was tough. I don't know. I just didn't. The way they formatted, they didn't really expect people to think as hard as I did. I think about it. I consider myself to be smarter than most people, because I can see when people are stupid. Oh, triple nade right there. This is my last gameplay, so I'm gonna have to record some more. Just FYI. And I don't know, there's only a few people that actually kind of understood it, what was going on. And I don't know, I just one of the questions that kind of threw me off is when someone asked about dinosaurs, how does that fit in with the Bible and stuff like that. The leader said oh, that's a good question, I still wonder that too. And I was like, why should I join the, what benefits do I have joining the church when are there going to be any answers given to me? I don't know, I'm still, gonna go to church and stuff, but I just couldn't accept getting confirmed into that without knowing more. I don't know, there's I don't know, I'm still trying to process it and figure it out, but at the end of the day, I didn't feel like it was the best. And I went into it, I didn't know anyone going into it, and I'm a sort of person that likes to know people going into it, and not really into trying out new stuff and all that. But I decided to do it because I felt like it would be a good experience to learn more about it. And at the beginning, I was like, oh, this is a lot better. This is pretty good. I can understand where this is coming from. This is pretty good, whatnot. Because I was expecting it to be pretty bad, because Connor Conduit 12 had said he had like a horrible experience with his, and I was like, okay, but it never kind of went anywhere. Like I was just kind of waiting it for it to kind of start explaining, because it just gave like super basic stuff, but I don't know. And then like this was like the last week of it, and I was just like, you know what, I couldn't do it. And then the statement of faith thing, we were supposed to write 9 meaty paragraphs about our faith with these prompts, and the way the questions were worded is there was only like one answer they wanted you to give, and it was just, I was like, this is total BS. I don't feel like, I don't have, a good enough relationship with these people to share what I, actually feel. And none, like, the confirmation class hadn't answered like any of my questions, so I don't know, like, it was, I just couldn't do it. Like, the way they, like, I can't get mad at them for formatting them, because people, most people are, stupid enough, not stupid enough, like, if you wholeheartedly believe that and you know more information, then that's cool. But like, a lot of people are in my situation, but I think they just decided to say yes to it and just kind of made up this statement of faith thing, because we had like discussions with people or whatever, and they thought the same thing as me, or were thinking less, and I don't know, it's just kind of like, I decided to take it pretty seriously. I felt like this is pretty important, like what you actually believe is important thing to figure out, and I guess, I don't know, I guess these people, I don't know if they did agree with that or what, but I don't even know. Yeah, but I, writing my statement of faith thing, I came up with like 3 paragraphs. I was like, you know what, how can they expect us to write, a ton where there's only like one sentence we base this off of? How do they expect us to write a ton when they don't explain, what the whole thing is, and they never really explained what we were confirming. Are we confirming that we are part of the Christian, Protestant thing? Are we confirming that we're part of the Presbyterian church? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I still like the church and everything, and I still feel like that's important, but I just felt like, I was getting a, maybe a strong message that it was just not right for me at this point. So we'll see where it goes. I definitely, like I said, I definitely still believe in God, and definitely still Christian. I've put like 3 tweets out on it. This is just kind of like to expand. But like, I don't know, I just didn't feel, I don't know, it just wasn't right. I was just getting too strong a message to say. It just did not feel right at all. And yeah, that's kind of that. Still trying to process it. I'm not really sure what I think. But it was a definite, like, not happening. Because I just didn't like what was going on. But yeah, like, I feel like I have a stronger connection to God through all this, and I feel like I have a stronger connection than most people that are, confirmed in the church, because I actually thought about it, and they didn't explain. I don't think they expected people to think about it, like I did. Like I said, they're expecting people to just be, just go along with it, because people are stupid. But whatever. It's over now. I can continue to learn about my faith and decide what I believe in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know. It's more of a video for me to look back on eventually. Not really for you guys. But hey, if you enjoyed it, that's cool too. See you guys next time.